your source for
Twitch.
You are listening to the Richter Scale, your source for everything Blizzard gaming and beyond. From coast to coast, here are your hosts.
Hello, and welcome again to another episode of the Rykter Scale podcast. This is episode 26. My name is Rykter. As always, we have with us Stone from WoW Challenges. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I noticed that I don't know. There's something funky with your video tonight.
Again?
I think it's
Oh, it says it's white now.
yeah. You're okay. There we go. I fixed it.
Was it you or
That time it was me.
good?
So we're
Like it when it's my fault.
yeah. It'll probably be your fault again later. So
Never.
yeah. Well, we're back again. We took last weekend off.
You are listening to the Richter Scale, your
Yay.
Yay.
Well, it was not yay because we took last weekend off. Just it was a good day to take off.
Yeah.
Weekend to take off.
Yeah. I lost a lot of Diablo characters.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. It was funny though.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Um, so last week up here in Canada, we had Victoria Day. I'm not sure what it celebrates, but it's something to do with the Queen or something. Um,
I think it's
the
the
Queen's birthday or something.
Mm, that's what I heard, but I thought it was actually to celebrate that she was the one that was in power when we became a country.
Mm. Either way, it was a reason for me to drink. Uh,
Hold on. Am I allowed to show beer like
yeah,
on
this podcast has been
hopefully there won't be any kids watching, and if there's parents letting their kids watching, you're not allowed to drink this until you're of age.
depending on what state, country, and other
Yep.
things.
I went to Rome when I was 16 years old, and they were letting kids that were 12 years old have beer.
Oh yeah, it's part of the
But it
culture.
was okay because they weren't letting them have like tons and tons of beer. They let them have one bottle of beer that was, I'd say, about as tall as the wide part of this.
Yeah,
So it wasn't like a ton, but it got them enough that they were like, "Wee!"
we're having fun, right?
So yeah,
So,
right, yeah. Damn it. Anyways,
I know you just bear with us or bear with
I
Stone.
switch to a different camera. I've got two cameras here. Let me switch to the other one.
So yeah, instead of we took a night off last weekend. Um, I only get one night off a year every so often. Hey, look, there's a better Stone. Um, and so I took the night off. Me and Stone decided to play some Diablo. While I was inebriated, seasonal hardcore.
Don't there. Don't use that as an excuse. You were not that far.
I was 5 drinks in.
What?
Yeah.
I had one. I watched you drink one. And you said that was your first one.
No, that was my second at the time, and then I had another 3 because my dearing, wonderful wife brought me more. So she helped me get drunk, and she helped me die 4 times. I made 4 different monks, and all 4 monks bit it. I think my highest was almost 40, and it died, and then after the fourth one, I was like, "Okay, that's it. I'm done." So, but other than that, I guess there's been a few other things that's kind of happened in the last couple of weeks here since we've had a show. But Stone, what have you been up to in the world of Blizzard?
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Well, actually, not a ton of Overwatch. Just enough that I got level 6 or 7 or something. And it's funny that I got put into a group where I was level 6, and everybody else was like level 13 or 14. And then I'm thinking, why are they putting me in a group with that? But then it's it's matching you on your skill
Yeah.
and on your level, right? Which is good because you can play as much as you want and have a high level. It just means that you played a lot, right? Versus, I guess it's looking at number of hits and kills and wins and
Yeah, there's a lot of
stuff,
math.
which is fine. I'm good with that. I felt like I played well, and there goes Bob. So if you hear stuff, that's probably Bob. Yeah, we have hardwood floors, and it's hard for him to grip. And when he decides to run, it's like claw, 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 because he can't get any traction. So, anyways, I stuck with Soldier 76 because that's my guy, and I'm not comfortable with the other characters yet. Although, I think once I hit level 10. I think I might want to switch and see if I can pick like a support character or something. Just try something different. But I want to be really good with Soldier. Actually, there's a friend of mine that wants us to start calling Soldier 76 Steve 76. So call him call call him Steve.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, Well, yeah, I saw you've been a little bit in Overwatch, and then I've noticed you're doing your raids, and
Well, yeah, and I'm doing my contest tune, trying to beat Letha in Iron Man, and I lost a character, and now I'm a little bit worried that Lita might actually win. She's level 22. I've my character is level 15, but I've got a backup that's 18. But we've only got what day is it today? The 29th. So I've only
2
got
days.
till the 31st. I don't know. I've got to like put everything else on hold. Like I actually didn't even do any mount runs this week, which is
Odd.
for me not a yeah, it's not a thing for me. I usually do at least 2 mount runs a week, at least. So
Are you the anonymous Kraken?
anonymous Kraken. I am. Don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe on my cell phone, but I see you. Segway. No, Segway is spelled Segueway.
Oh, okay.
The other the other Segway is SEG, which is the thing that you ride. Okay. So, you were doing drinking,
Yep.
and I was doing some drinking. I will admit I did drinking. So, um, you were dying in Diablo. Um, so we do have Overwatch news, don't we?
We do. We do have Overwatch news, but I want to talk about how well I've done in Overwatch in the last little bit.
What level are you?
20.
Oh my
Oh,
god! What the?
I'm almost 21.
You're playing it more than I am for sure, right?
I'm getting
I,
matched up with like level 48 people.
what?
Yeah.
I've only got I think like an hour played. Like
Um.
I go look at it. Oh, you know what? Okay, sorry. You know how in beta they had the tavern brawl or like the weekly brawl.
Mhm.
Um, when it was in beta, when I tried it, it was the if you die, you go res as like a random character, right?
Yeah.
This one, it was like boosted health, boost like increased.
Yeah. 200 health, 100% damage, 75% reduction on um, your
Uh,
alt,
yeah,
and like it was crazy. I haven't had a chance to get into it.
50% on the ultra, and it was like it was it was awesome. It's so much fun because I'm just firing rockets over and over and over. It's wicked being able to play, and it's like holy crap! And then trying to go back to play the quick play game.
Yeah.
It's such a different game. Oh my goodness gracious, it was fun.
Yeah. It's I love the game. It's been a lot of fun. There's a couple people that I've been playing with, like my brother-in-law. I play with an old buddy of WoW. Um, I think hopefully, if we keep on playing as well as we're doing, hopefully when competitive comes out, we'll try and start a team. Um, we've got our few people. Pardon?
Not. Am I good enough or not?
Oh, we'll see. We gotta see.
Oh,
You got
that doesn't sound
um. So
I'm not good
I
enough.
I do change to different tunes, but not as often as you think. I'm gonna ask you, who do
Yep.
you think is my go-to character?
Reinhardt.
You'd be wrong. You'd be
Really?
wrong. Yeah,
Who?
Junkrat.
Junkrat.
I am
Well,
an
then we haven't played a lot lately. Then.
ass when it comes to being Junkrat. I can't. I am. I go far into the enemy team and come behind them, and I'm just like throwing my grenades and C4 and like jumping high into the sky and raining death because well the best part about Junkrat is yeah you have um, his grenade launcher, which is great and everything like that, but his real thing to shine is how you can to displace people and get out of trouble at the same time with his concussive mine. It does a lot of damage. You throw it down in front of you. You jump up on top of it while somebody's coming at you. You get blown back. Don't take any damage. The other people take damage, and you're just firing grenades right back at them. It's just, it's so much fun. And so basically, the three of us right now, we've been. It's either my brother-in-law's either Mercy or Hanzo. My other buddy's May, and what's that?
Is that Regan?
No, Reagan. He hasn't played it yet. My friend Singleton, he used to be an officer in my guild way back when. But he plays as May. May and Junkrat together are just, they're horrible. I ask him to throw up a wall to the left. He puts up a wall sideways, and that gives me another wall to bounce my grenades off of that I wasn't able to reach them before. And he'll throw up a wall. I'll throw my C4 against it and blow everybody back. It's insane. Like I love Reinhardt. Reinhardt is my go-to when it comes to tanking. Well, and Diva.
I mean, when we were playing, you were playing him, and I like being able to come up and behind you. And then using your shield and just trying to pick people off. It was great.
I really like Reinhardt. I find it too easy to him, not too easy to use, but it's just, you have a composition where people are listening and you're all on Skype and stuff like that, or on Discord, and you have Reinhardt and Mercy and, all that kind of stuff. You're gonna snowball almost every single time, and I like it. I like being able to snowball, especially on some of the matches. Like my shortest match was whole entire game was 1 minute and 28 seconds.
Okay.
We ran in. We got the first objective, and just as the first objective got caught, we started running to the other one, destroyed. We did 3 team wipes on the other team, and then got the next one, and it was over in 1 minute and 28. And the cool thing is, the really, really neat thing that I saw that Blizzard does is that because it was so overly matched, like the other team was so outmatched, they decided not to put us together. They reconfigured our team, and they set us up with people who were as challenging as us.
Yeah.
I love the matchmaking in this game. It is by far some of the best. I always feel as if it's competitive. Like it's.
Yeah, I do like the matchmaking. I did have to block one guy, but it wasn't because of skill or lack of skill. It's just talking in chat. Just he's a bit of a dink. So
yeah.
If you want to be able to block somebody, you go to your social and recent players, and then when you look at the list of recent players, you can find the one that you don't like and right click on them and avoid player, and you'll never play with that player again.
Yeah. And if it's in chat and stuff like that, you can report and mute and ignore, just as it is with any other Blizzard game. But the main reason I've been getting up there is I've heard that level 25 is the minimum level for competitive.
Oh, really?
So I want to get to 25. I want to be able to get into that competitive right away. I really want to kind of dive into it and just bite my teeth into it and just give her.
I'd like to do that, but right now I've got 2 more days of Iron Man on test, and then after that it's I guess it's more mount farming and Iron Man on the side, and then I guess I can do more Overwatch because I do want to play more. That's for sure. It's very fun, and I like being able to jump and play for about 10 minutes and then jump out without having to commit.
Yeah.
And if you guys are gonna go hardcore like that, well, right now I only bring the one character, so I don't know if that's enough. But I'm not a goober, so and that's key in some parts. If you've got a team of six and you got a team of six, right?
So, my wife shared me this picture today. I'm gonna share. It's on Facebook here. I'm gonna share it with you. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna kind of read it to you. So it says, "Which Blizzard game should you play?" First question: do you want to play Team Fortress, but with the addition of hot girls, so it's not a total sausage fest? Yes. Play Overwatch. No. Then, are you dark and edgy, and do you enjoy feeling like a god as you fight endless waves of enemy with overpowered gear? Yes. Diablo. No. Then, do you like MOBAs, but don't want to bother with all that pesky MOBA stuff like itemization and last hitting? If yes, then go to Heroes of the Storm. No. Then, do you want to spend hours upon hours perfecting your macro and microplay only to get your ass handed to you by a Korean guy anyway? If yes, play StarCraft 2. If no, do you like it when your life is governed by a series of frustrating random events over which you have no control? If yes, Hearthstone. If no, do you have no life, no friends, and an endless amount of time to devote to a video game? If yes, World of Warcraft. If no, and this is where my wife lies, there's really no pleasing some people, maybe take up knitting. And the only reason I say that, like, I know that my wife would love to play a lot of the games, but I'm not saying she's more devoted to the family than I am, but
Well, listen.
she knits. She knits.
Well, before we had kids, Carrie and I played a fair bit, and then when we had kids, that was pretty much it for her.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened with me and my wife, is that once, we had kids, it's okay, things kind of went back and forth. And
she's actually played a little bit with another group.
Yeah.
And we actually stopped playing because I wasn't having fun because of the other people that were in that group. Because they weren't, I was just being an elitist, I guess, and I wasn't having fun with how they were playing certain character classes. And I was like, what the hell is driving me crazy all the time? Because we weren't, like, we say, okay, well, we're going to level up and we're going to do certain things, but then we have another player that's decided, oh no, I'm going to go do this other stuff, and we're like, where's she going? And this is our tank, so we have to go with our tank, right?
Yeah.
But the tank was almost like a squirrel and like going every which way. So, oh my goodness gracious.
Well, I'm going to squirrel a little bit here since you did say tank and WoW.
Hey, squirrel.
So there was that hotfix that was applied.
Yes.
From level 1 to 20. There was a little bit more of that hotfix than people realize. Some people got a little salty about it. So there's the 1 to 20 hotfix that basically you're not going to be able to go around one-shotting mobs in...
Well, okay. Do you want to say your piece and then let me have a go?
Yeah, I'll say my piece and then we'll have it. So there's that there, which I think is great. They wanted to make it so you actually felt like you're playing a game, that your character's heroic, doing something more than just running around shooting lightning bolts like a mad scientist pretending he's the Hulk. Yeah, bad analogy. The other thing that they changed, and they did put it in the they forgot to put it in the notes, and it was just something minor. Well, it's not really minor, because basically what they did is the bonus objectives in instances from level 15 to 58, that experience has been nerfed or taken out. So
the bonus, that you mean like the quests? You mean like the quest XP?
No, the quest XP is there, like from the actual quests themselves.
Okay.
But you know how you had the bonus objectives to go and kill like this extra guy or to kill all of these? That's now gone.
Why? That's kind of weird.
Because they didn't want it just to be dungeon farming from 1 to 60.
Okay.
Which, I don't know, like 1 to 60, it's... I thought they put those in there to make it so, you could level up faster.
Yeah.
Because it was, 1 to 60 is a bit of a drag.
Well, it's kind of weird that they would, like, did they actually take out all of the XP on those extra guys? Or did they just nerf it? Because it seems odd that there would be no reward for killing extra stuff. Right? It's like if they've still got that up saying, hey, you can go kill Crash, I guess. I don't know. And then you get, and then you get 4,000 XP. I'm just throwing out numbers. I don't know what's actually what they are. It would feel weird if they're like, hey, you can go kill Crash and you get nothing.
Yeah, so basically, it was just the vanilla dungeons that got nerfed.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I have okay, so leveling up in Iron, I have noticed the 1 to 20, it is harder.
Yeah.
It's not super harder. It's just you notice it a little bit more. Things take a little bit longer to kill. Things respawn faster. And you don't get your health back when you're out of combat as quickly. And I definitely noticed that a little bit more than I did before. So overall, I think it's fine. It's not a huge change. I think the objective XP stuff in dungeons is a little bit weird. I mean, I would think that they still have XP, but just
well,
not...
no, they do have the XP. It's just those the scenario objectives, like the extra little boss, like even in
yeah.
But that was new just as of Warlords in.
Right.
So it's not. They put it in. Okay, this is Watcher's post in, from 3 days ago. What he said in regards to it. Apparently, people thought this was done stealthily. It wasn't. It was just they had 8 different hot fixes rolled out over the, and this one just slipped through the cracks. It happens. But one additional point that they wanted to say in the hotfix from a few days ago is that they did reduce the experience from the dungeon scenario objectives for classic dungeons level 15 to 58. Those awards were new as of Warlords, but for low-level dungeons, they were largely redundant with the numerous quests available inside each dungeon. Dungeons are intended to be rewarding, and they still are, but zoning into den mines and completing 5 quests, plus the kill experience for everything, plus a couple more quests worth of experience from the dungeon objectives was overkill. So you still get the kill experience for killing the bosses, and the kill experience for killing all the mobs, but you're not going to get that dungeon objective stuff like before. When they looked at low-level dungeons and tried to understand what had changed to make them so much more lucrative over time, the bonus objective experience immediately stood out.
Okay.
So it's not really a big change. Yeah, it'll be a little bit slower, but it'll be back to how it was in MOP.
Yeah.
So, but it was just, there's a bit of contention about it and people not, there wasn't any intent to hide the change. It's not a subtle change, and obviously it was immediately noticed. Watcher said there was a total of 8 different hotfixes rolled out over the past week or two as part of this entire plan, like the level 1 to 20, removing some of the experience, that kind of stuff. This one just slipped through the cracks when they're writing up the documentation of the changes. So, nobody's out to get you.
Well, I think they're just trying to make it so that leveling up doesn't go so fast, and it makes it feel like it's not just a worthless pain in the butt, and you actually start to see some of the quests lore, I guess, if you could be bothered with it. Yeah, I like it. I kind of find it. I kind of find it weird that when you level up through a zone, you didn't have to complete the entire zone and then you're out. It's like, and it's like, I kind of would have thought you need to complete as much of the zone as you could and then get out, but kind of felt like I was already like 3 levels higher than the end of the zone by the time I finished everything,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of weird. So they're trying to make use of the things that they have, which is fair. It's their content, want it to last.
But then you got
So
the people griping that, oh, this is just another way for them to try and get money out of us because they're slowing down the leveling process.
I don't think I don't think money has anything to do with it. To be honest, I think this is more. Well,
Well,
I
I see where people are saying
it's a
that.
direct thing saying, "Well, we're going to make the leveling process a little bit slower, so then we can force everyone to go buy like the level boost, right?" I don't think that's their direct uh, in, intent there. I think what they're trying to do is that make it so that the leveling process doesn't feel so rushed.
And make it feel a little bit more engaging than just
Yeah.
press a button, press a button, press a oh I'm press a button, press a button, press a button, press a button. Like tabbing and pressing tab, and like all I did on my Prius is just Shadow Word Pain, run through everything. Shadow Word Pain, Shadow Word Pain, Shadow Word Pain. By the time I ran through the zone, I was the next zone level, and whatever, right?
Yep.
So I understand what they're trying to do. I understand that, you know, to make it a little bit more rewarding because, you know, from Warlords upwards, it is a really rewarding experience. Even, Wrath was, a lot of fun to level up if you actually took the time to go through each quest hub and, follow the blah, quest chains. That's really hard thing to say. You try it.
Chest canes.
No. What word am I trying to say now? Quest
Chest?
chain.
Chest queens.
Quest chains. There we go. Quest chains. So
The title of the show should be Chest Queens.
yes, it will be chest queens. Chest.
You've been drinking because I don't know, man.
Ah. Jeez.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, okay. This is what I do whenever I level up. I don't care about raids. I don't care about anything else. I level up my main character on each side, and I read all the lore. Read it, and I get involved in it. And once I'm done, every single quest that I could do, then I go with my alts, and then I don't care,
Yeah.
right? So, I'm as a new person that could be possibly playing WoW from the movie. You would probably want them to be more into the game by getting engaged with the quests and the lore of these zone that they're in. So I think this is a good thing. On the Iron Man side, I think this is a really good thing, especially because of the default specs.
I just had a thought.
I kind of hope that they involve mob leveling too eventually when Legion comes out.
Yeah. So I had a little thought.
Yep.
Another this and them doing this now before the movie comes out is great.
Yep.
Because it's going to make those new people who are coming in, like when we first started coming in, mobs were challenging. It was really engaging, and sure, it'll take a little bit longer to level up, but it's not us who are wanting to level up another toon that it's going to take a little bit longer that they want to entice. They want to entice those people who just got their free, copy of World of Warcraft, their free month, and now, okay, I'm level 30. My subscription is done in 3 days. This is a lot of fun. I feel like when I do take down 2 or 3 at a time, I feel like a boss.
Yep.
And so I'm going to want to go and it's a smart move on their part. And some of us longtime WoW players just need to Okay, well, you don't want to level it up.
Yeah. See here, like the longtime WoW players, why are they leveling up new characters anyways? Don't they already have the characters already up at max? So why does this affect them?
Yeah, it
Just
it doesn't, and it's just I think what it is a lot of the older WoW players just gives them something to gripe about,
yeah,
which seems to be and it is partly to do with we're in that lull. It's almost time for the pre-patch to come out, um, and right now it's just a little bit, people need something to bitch about, and that's basically what it is. So, um, but that's all I really had to say about WoW today. Uh,
sorry.
you heard that?
No, I didn't hear it, but I heard you be like you paused because you heard something and just decided to host you. I'm like, hey, well, why shouldn't I host?
Yeah, when it hosts it, I usually have Twitch alerts up because I'm using everything through, and a thing would have popped up and everything like that, and there's a guy that goes, "All right," and it's like, "What is that sound?" Oh, that's what that sound is.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's good. Um, so back to Overwatch. Um, PC Gamer, which is one of the magazines and place sites that I actually go and read quite a lot of, and I actually respect
Yeah.
a lot of their opinions. Phil Savage, who is one of the game writers and editors there, um, did a review of Overwatch, and has come to say that it is one of the best new FPSs to come out in years.
Hmm.
So
Is PC Gamer not owned by anyone, or
no,
are they themselves, or
they're just themselves. They've been
oh, okay.
So PC Gamer is PC Gamer. They've been around when they're the people that I used to go and grab um, their magazines when before the internet came out,
Oh, okay.
and they'd have like game demos
Yeah,
for
I
your
kind of
PC.
remember that stuff. Well, for Nintendo, I kind of remember them reviewing games back in the day. But that wasn't. Wait, that wasn't PC Gamer. That was okay. Nintendo was out, but I think they were like reviewing like stuff like Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Games like that. Anyways, Squirrel.
Yeah.
Man,
So, but they it's a nice big long, review, and it's not just the good stuff, but also they talk about the bad stuff and things like that, and they gave it an 88 out of 100.
wow.
It's not flawless, but Overwatch is still one of the best new multiplayer shooters to arrive in years. Phil Savage, who I really respect his opinion, has been working with PC gaming since the 1990s when RPGs had dice rolls. So I actually know, and
What their negatives are. I don't really. They don't divide that. They don't do a summary. I just see a whole lot of text.
yeah, it's a whole lot of text. You can read it if you feel like it at pcgamer.com/overwatch-review. I'll also have the link to it in the show notes on the website, so you can read it for yourselves. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Now, have you watched the shorts?
There's been hold on. I've watched Hero for sure. I've watched the Hanzo one. I've watched Tracer and Widowmaker. Wasn't there one before that?
That was the one with Winston.
Yes, I've watched that one. So I've
Okay.
watched those four. I haven't watched anything else. Has there been other ones?
Have you seen Dragons?
Yeah, that's with Hanzo and Genji. right?
Yeah, and then you watched the one with the Soldier 76, right?
And that was Hero. Yeah.
Um, did you find any of the hidden um, stuff about the new hero that's going to be coming out?
No.
Did you know that there's a new hero coming out?
I heard people talking about it on Twitter, but I thought it was just people yapping. So,
Her name is Somber,
okay.
and by the looks of it, she is going to be a support sniper.
Great. We need another sniper. I don't know if we do or not.
Oh.
Does she fill a void or?
Well, if you take a look at how many support is lacking on the amount of characters that it has in
Okay.
comparison to all of the rest, it's one short. There's only the Force support. There's Lucio, Mercy, Symmetra, and Zenyatta.
There's only 4 support. I thought there was like six in each category or so.
I think I might be short one.
I'm gonna load it up. Actually, no, I won't. Hold on.
Yeah, it's only 4 in support.
There we go.
5 in
Yep.
tank, 6 in offense and defense.
I'm gonna load it up right now. You should not hear it on my stream on my side. It should just be my microphone.
Should be.
No, I changed it on Skype to only be my mic. But I thought that there was like six per category. Like not exactly. It's just that's how that's just what it kind of looks like. I don't think. I think I try. I think I got the monk guy once. What's his name?
Zenyatta.
Okay.
He's really OP actually. But yeah, there was a lot of clues on the Dorado map. Sombra's name is shown on a newspaper on the Dorado town center floor. When they show the map, or not the map, the pictures of what do you call it? The classified of Jack Morrison, Soldier 76, and then the other one is Sombra. You can.
Sorry, man. I was just got invited to a group, so I'm just trying to join into a game just to see what the break down of the characters are, and I got an invite by a fellow named Rex. He's a super nice guy, really good at this game too. Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna searching for a game. Oh, come on, loading Nepal. So how many different maps are there actually?
There is. Give me a second here. Oh, there's actually going to be 2 new heroes. One is.
You know what?
Sombra.
Okay.
One is Athena.
So yeah, you are right here. Yeah, they are off on the side, and there's only 4 of them. There's only 4 support, 5 tanks, 6 defense. Holy crud! And 6 offense. Okay.
So yeah, there's 12 different maps, 4 different game modes, so 3 in each. You've got your assault game mode, escort game mode, hybrid game mode, and control game mode.
So you were saying that level 25, you get access. So do you get access to competitive, or does somebody need to flag your account?
No, competitive it was supposed to be out at launch. It wasn't fully. They didn't have it out to what they wanted it to be.
Okay.
At launch, so they decided to hold off on it. Should be out by the end of June.
Okay. Excuse me. A little bit tired. Okay.
But yeah, the
I
two.
thought I've seen a tournament where fellow Hots for Shots was in a tournament with a team called Colorado Crush, and they got invited to a tournament, like to physically go there and play. And I'm thinking, really? Like already? Game hasn't been out for like what? It's been out for like 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but apparently, as of May 19th, at Play Overwatch Twitter says we're definitely developing new heroes and maps to release post launch, but we've got none to reveal right now.
Okay.
But Athena was seen in some test videos earlier in the alphas,
Okay.
and Sombra is there's just way too much. Like how Diva was up on, if you would have noticed in beta, Diva's signs before she was announced, there was signs for Diva and her posters all over the place in Hanamura.
Okay.
So it's things that are there. It's just the way that Blizzard is doing things. Is let's put some tantalizing
Yeah.
tidbits.
No, to be honest, I hope they don't go as quickly with adding characters. To be honest, like they did with heroes, because I kind of feel it would. I don't know, like it'd be too much. It would be a little bit over the top, maybe. I'm, just worried about them trying to add in a new character and it being the character of the month, right? And everybody wants to play that character.
Yeah. Well, speaking of heroes, you know that Heroes of the Storm is going to be 1 year old on June 2nd.
I heard that, and I'm like, really? It's been a year already? Holy cow!
15 heroes they have released since launch.
Yeah, see,
That's
I
one
really
every
hope
3
that they don't do
weeks.
that with Overwatch.
They've been about one every 3 weeks. The newest one has been Chromie, which we all know is the lovable
Yep.
dragon.
Well,
Gnome,
yeah,
but dragon. But yeah.
no, yeah. It,
Um,
Omi is by gender, from what I understand, as well.
nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just I don't know. I don't know why I said that. I felt it was important to point it out.
well, I appreciate you pointing it out there. So there's an event that's going to be running from the 2nd to the 14th. It's their first anniversary event, meaning that you'll have 50% XP boost, and anyone who logs in during the event will get a holographic cake with a 1 as a candle as a portrait picture as well.
Oh. So should I put Heroes back on my computer and play it again just for this?
Well, you know what? I will play. I'll play with you, and we'll play as Cho'Gall. So I will do all the movement around, and you
Well,
can
I
just
do have him.
yeah.
Right.
So do I, and you can just shoot things off, and you know.
Okay. Okay.
But from the start of the
What's-
event,
What's this bonus 7 days dim pack? What does that do? Because
Okay.
I haven't played this for a long time.
so there's going to be an anniversary bundle, and I'll explain what the stim pack is after I tell them what the bundles is. I don't know the price point for it at the moment, but you're going to be able to get the first anniversary bundle. It's going to come with Tyrael's Charger, the Butcher, Kerrigan, Artanis, Arthur, Uther, Saint Morales, Zool, and Sergeant Hammer, as well as a bonus 7-day stim pack. Now, what a stim pack is, and the 7-day stim pack is, you get 50% bonus XP and gold for that whole entire time. Basically, if you're playing heroes all the time, like I was before, you want that on all the time, because if you don't have it on all the time, it feels just grindy as heck.
So it's an XP boost.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, my wife's not here. It is So it is a microtransaction. And speaking of microtransactions, I've already bought
Yeah.
15 loot boxes in Overwatch.
Dude, somebody bought 50 boxes, and I was like, no,
It is a good price point. It is a really
listen,
decent price point,
it's
and
it's funny. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not saying that I would buy $40 worth of, because that's what it is. 50, you get 50 for $40.
Yep. So
I'm not saying that I would, but it's a really good price point. Or is it $29.99, something like that? It's really cheap.
I thought it was 40. I thought it was $40 for 50 boxes, and I was like, it's kind of funny that in the beta on my loot boxes, I actually got more of the things that I wanted during that than I have been getting now.
No,
So
it is $29.99 because
it is $29.99.
yeah,
Okay. Bucks.
because
So for
it's
Canadians,
because it's $1.99 for 2, right? And then it's $3.99 for 4, or $3.99 for 5. So
for Canadians, it's going to be about $40.
yeah, so you're still, it's decent. I got some good stuff. My McCree looks like Dick Tracy. I barely play McCree, so I was just like, oh, okay. But yeah, I had to. I was like, okay, you know what? This is really itching me. I'm gonna buy 5.
No, that's why I don't play Hearths.
And then I'm like,
Is that I know I'm gonna get sucked into that crap.
Well,
and I refuse to.
well, I bought 5. I'll buy another 5.
Oh no. Oh no.
Look around the corner. Okay, 5 more, and then
Rick, listen. You need to stop doing that so we can go to BlizzCon.
yeah. But it's. I think the loot boxes are a lot of fun. You know, getting up in levels and stuff like that. There's also achievements if you're an achievement whore that you can get in the game as well, which will unlock different stickers and sprays that you can get through the game. Those are things that, you know, it's not really talked about in reviews and stuff like that. So it is something that I would like to point out, that there are those stickers and sprays that are
What's the point of those?
The sprays.
Yeah. It just springs stuff on the wall, right?
It is, but it isn't. What me and my buddies have been doing is, you know how you can look out the when you're locked in and the other team's like setting up and everything like that.
Yep.
You can look out and kind of see who's there, right?
Yeah.
We go up there and spray our sprays over the glass so they can't see it.
Oh.
We've been using it as a way to
that's
keep.
cool.
Yeah, or if if I've killed somebody like really bad and people keep on dying, I go and I put my spray right where they've been dying. It's more of an like kind of to instigate, like kind of like haha, you know. So, but using it as a way of blocking their view is really good.
That's actually really good.
That's what we've been doing is, you know, you go up there, get up there as fast as you can, and you just go to the sides, and as long as your receptacle is your reticle, whatever it is, the aimer thingy, reticle. I can't say the word.
That's so funny.
We're done. That was a nice podcast. See y'all next week. Anyway, I'm not even gonna try.
Look at you with the flashlight. I just noticed you doing the flashlight.
But as long as you're off to the side, they can't see you, and you just pop up your sprays, and it's Bob's your uncle. And they come out, and it's just like, I'm Reinhardt with my shield. Dirt.
Well, you know, honestly, the loot boxes, the only thing that I really want, there is a skin for Soldier 76. that it's the. I mean, I guess I could buy it when I get more gold. I guess from it.
Yeah.
Is the. I like the one where he's got the mask on and he's all gray.
Yeah.
He looks pretty cool. I don't like the ones where it looks like he's young and has like the cape and all that. That's kind of silly.
Yeah.
I don't really like those all that much.
Well, that's that. You only get that one with what do you call it?
But
The one with the cape and
Yeah.
and the visor and that. That's only, or the cape and that. That's only when you get the Origin edition.
well, I already have the Origin edition.
Yeah, so you have the one with the cape. Yeah, I like the ones where he's like masked up and everything like that. The other two that there are is the ones where he's just got the face paint and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like that. He's
Yeah. I mean, there's one where he's got gray camo paint on, which is not bad. I do like the more of the mask.
Yeah.
There's one where he's I think in white gear ish, more of a white theme, which I think looks pretty neat. But I'm yeah. Anyways,
so. Speaking of more of Overwatch, because you know that's kind of what the
Yay.
episode is about today. Are you? Do you? Are you aware of what Rule 34 is?
uh, yes,
Yes. You're aware of what
I've heard about this. Yeah.
that Blizzard is shutting down, and putting cease and assist.
Cease and desist.
We cannot speak today.
I can speak just fine
Okay.
if my brain worked.
Yeah.
But you cannot speak today.
No.
'Cause you've been drinking.
Oh yes.
Wait, you have not been drinking. I've been drinking and I can speak better than you.
Yes.
What's up with that?
I don't know. So Rule 34, if you're living under a rock and have never been on the internet before, is if it's on the internet, there's porn of it.
There's porn of it. Yep.
And holy crap, has there been a explosion, if you will,
Explosion of what?
of Overwatch porn.
Overwatch porn. Yep.
And
I'm not
Blizzard,
surprised.
I'm not surprised either. Blizzard doesn't like it. Blizzard's trying to shut it down.
Well, what are they gonna do?
They've been doing cease and assists to different companies that have made it, or the one is putting like contacting web providers and web to stop those websites from hosting it. And here you can hear the clackety clack there of Stone's keyboard as he
looking.
goes and Googles.
I looked for Tracer. I didn't find anything. Oh no, Trace. Hold on, Tracer. Okay, no, nothing. Let's look
Yep.
for Overwatch.
Yeah. Do you have your safe search on?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you
Hello.
go. There you go.
Oh, and it's like computer generated too. Yeah. that
Yeah,
would
so
be an issue.
basically what they've been doing is they've been using their assets
That's not good.
and
Yeah.
turning it into porn.
Yeah, that's
So Blizzard doesn't like that. I understand it's their baby. But it's on the internet. And if they, I'd like to see them try to be the first people on the internet to try and get something taken off the internet. It just doesn't happen. They could try, but I guess we'll see. We'll see how well they do. In the meantime, Control S, everybody. Control S.
Control S. What's that?
Save.
Save. Oh. I don't know these things, man.
So let's get a little bit off of Overwatch. It's a great game. It's wonderful. I'm going to be playing more of it in my time of also playing Final Fantasy 14 again. Wow, I just got a death glare from Stone.
No, I was thinking. Wasn't looking at you as.
So
Looking at
this 30 million has turned to 31 million. Overseas launch, Warcraft has done one of the best that they've ever of any movie come out in the last little while overseas. It's heading for $31 million plus launch overseas, which sounds awesome. A lot of the reviews, some of the reviews I've heard, and we'll get to one review place in a moment. But a lot of the reviews that I've heard are, quite positive. People are really looking forward. And me personally, I want it to do good enough that they're going to make a sequel. Like,
Yeah.
just do good enough that you're going to make a sequel. That's it. Like, I'd love for them to just blow everybody out of the water, but just as long as they do good enough to make a sequel. That's it. So, there's this website. It's called therap.com. Now, what they're doing, and this is a pretty terrible thing that they've done. They've tried to do this with other movies as well. So this isn't the first time that this website and these critics, quote unquote, have tried to do this kind of crap. Basically, what they're doing is they're now attacking Rotten Tomato users and reviews that are giving Warcraft a positive review. Basically, did you read?
Speechless at this, right?
Like, you read the article, right?
Yes.
It's
yes, I did.
complete dribble.
Yep.
Basically, the first sentence this sentence that they said is quote mining from a review that Mark Kermode on YouTube talked about John Carter. Okay, so they're stealing a quote to talk about Warcraft. That if you like pretty movies with confusing plots and very little payoff, run, don't walk, to see Warcraft. Everyone else, save your ticket dollars for the summer months. Now, this critic is also the person who gave Dragon Ball Evolution, which was a stink movie.
I never even knew that they made a movie.
It was so stinky. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that anybody.
Was it really bad?
It was terrible. He gave it 4 out of 5 stars.
So here's the I don't. Okay, it's one thing if you don't like the movie and you're a critic and you go make your article and off you go, you get paid, you're done. But why are you attacking other reviewers that are giving Warcraft a positive review? It kind of seems to me that maybe this critic is not very neutral.
No.
Right? Where, maybe neutral is not the right word. Where maybe not professional, right? Maybe, like, do we know who Rap.com is owned by? Because that could have something to do with it too. Right, so somebody that would have a invested interest to see that this movie flops.
Featured blogs is Hello Hollywood.
Right.
I don't know.
So I just, for them, okay, like when you go use quotes from somebody else to go describe another movie, but you don't really mention it, and then you begin to attack other people that are saying Warcraft is actually not bad or is actually great, what does it matter to? I just, I was even thinking, Rykter, don't even say the name of the website because basically F them.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's one thing, like I've seen people say, I don't like it. But then they say, but you should go watch it to see if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Or to see if you like it or not. Right? does this guy feel that strongly about it that he needs to say, like, he needs to rip off everybody else and then also attack other people that happen to like this?
I don't
Really?
know. It's really disgusting, and I wouldn't have said, I wouldn't have said much about this until they started, you know, attacking people on Rotten Tomatoes. It wouldn't have been.
And and right now, to be honest, I there was only one review I was mildly interested in watching, and that was from Trade Chat, uh, Panzer, right? However, I decided to not watch it because I want to go watch it. I mean, I'm going to go watch it myself. I don't care if it's bad, good reviews. I'm going to be flying to Minnesota in about a week and a half to go watch this thing. So
Yeah.
I'm watching it if people like it or not. If I kind of don't want to look at reviews because I don't want them to possibly sway me from not liking it. There's some things I've seen on the trailer that I'm not too happy about,
Yeah.
and it has nothing to do with lore or the characters. It's actually about how some of the scenes look with the orcs that I don't know if they're not syncing. I mean, maybe for the trailers, they're taking a scene of an orc and using words that were not actually coming out of that orc's mouth at the time. And it's just, it looks weird because it looks like it's not syncing up right. And
Mm-hmm.
to me, it makes me a little bit worried that the computer graphics part of it is not going to be great. And that's really, I mean, I don't want it to look like I don't want it to look like a cartoon, but I also understand that orcs are not real.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, but the whole point of having them movie against real people and sat being filmed live is that they're going to try to make these things look as real as they can. So far, the trailers have not really done that for me, but I'm basically assuming that it's just that they've taken shots and they've thrown in audio together to kind of promote it, and it's not necessarily
Syncing up how it should.
syncing up right in the trailer versus what you're going to see in the actual movie.
Yeah.
So even with that, I'm still going to go watch it.
Oh, I'm too.
Right? And it doesn't matter if this guy begins to attack me, saying, "Oh, you're just a fanboy." Yeah, I'm a fanboy, man. I love these guys. These guys give me good things. So if you don't like it, well, you can keep your review on your website and leave us alone, and let us go and enjoy it if we want to go and enjoy it.
So even if just,
And if you don't like it, that's okay too. But if you like it, you should not be attacked because you like it.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that? It's baloney.
It is.
So, anyways, yeah, Warcraft.
I can't wait to play can't wait to play. I can't wait to watch my words. They come out of my mouth, but they are not making sense today or not adding up into an actual sentence.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't wait for the beta, for me to be able to play the beta. If I can play the beta. If I can't play the beta, that's fine. I've got Overwatch.
Okay. Sorry. Never mind.
I never got into the alpha, so
okay.
I don't get alpha beta.
If I had extra keys sent my way, I would give them to you.
I appreciate that, and I know you would, but hopefully one day I will get one. If not, I'll be there the day after launch of the pre-patch.
Well, July 19th, right? That's the date.
That's
supposed to be the patch date.
Supposed to be.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
See if it actually happens.
But other than that, that's about all I have to really say to this. So you've got 2 days left of your WoW challenges of the Iron Man challenge.
Yeah, I can't let her beat me. I just can't.
Is
I
she
can't.
like in the lead or?
She's now level 22, and my one character is 15. My backup is 18.
Well,
So,
who's in the like full lead? Like, is
oh,
there?
full lead is some dude is level 79.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm not sure what this guy's deal is. I think his wife works. I don't think he works. So I think that's what the deal is that he can get to play a lot.
Yeah.
I can get to play a lot. Just my issue is that my time gets split between other things.
Yeah.
So
It's a part of
that's
being a
what
content creator.
well, but here I don't view myself as being a content creator. I just go do the things that bring me fun and
Joy.
I like, and if people like it too, that's cool.
Well, you're creating content, and
Oh, yeah.
so, um, but you know what? I think that's going to be it for the show.
Cool. Hey,
Unless you have anything else you want to talk to. What's that?
Are we okay to talk about Kickstarters?
Kickstarters.
A BlizzCon Kickstarter?
BlizzCon Kickstarter for what?
There's a party happening at BlizzCon that is in the process of being funded.
Oh, is that the one that DitchCon?
Yes.
That's DitchCon? Yeah, we can talk about DitchCon. I am
So-
all for talking about, Warcraft and community related. So, you take that on.
All right. Bell from Pwnecast, which they have their own podcast mainly about WoW, but they're branching into other stuff too. They this year they were given permission by Blizzard to run a party on Wednesday night right before BlizzCon, because last year I don't really remember there being a party on Wednesday. I'm gonna look over quickly at Carrie. Carrie, do you remember anything happening on Wednesday night? I don't think so. That was when we went to the restaurant to go eat, I think, and there was the homeless guy that got everybody scared. Anyway, so he wasn't doing anything bad. It's just other people were scared. I wasn't really scared of him. So,
Yeah.
so they've gotten approval to do a party on that night, and this is huge for them. They are at $2,600 raised of $6,300 needed. They've got 40 days left to go. If you can try to help them out, you can go to kickstarter.com/ I'm gonna say project/DitchCon 2016, something like that. If you go search for DitchCon 2016, you will find it. If you can give anything to help them out, please do. I'm probably going to give a little bit more. I just wanted to see what else they were going to put up as a reward. So I think the reason why I wanted to talk about this is that because these people, you know what? I mean, they've treated me very well, but I liked them before we began to talk. They feel like real people.
Yeah.
They feel like the everyday, yeah, they curse and swear a lot on their show, but everyday people curse and swear a lot. I do. I just don't do it on the air. Okay?
I enjoy watching their podcast. It's
so just, I mean, they're just like calm before the storm. There was no like they were gonna get their funding for sure. Well played party is going to start funding very soon. They will get theirs for sure too. Pwnecast is one of the small guys. Okay, if you can help them, please do. They were going to do. They're going to try to get tacos in there. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think they're allowed to, because it's going to cost a lot. But they do have 2 bartenders. Maybe a third. They were going to have dancing contests and stuff like that. So it's just it's free to go to. So if you want to help fund it, even if you're not going to go to BlizzCon, just to help the small guys out to grow and uh, uh, become bigger, please do. Belle has got a huge drive. She drives the entire thing. Um, and officially, I'm not part of their group, but I try to help them as much as I can because they've done so much for not just me, but they've done a lot for a lot of other people too.
Yeah.
So if you can, please go to their website. Just do a search for DitchCon 2016.
Yeah,
And if you
it's
can give them anything, please go for it.
Kickstarter.com/projects/DitchCon 2016. You'll see that they have 18 backers, and they're 2,600 out of their 6,300
It's
goal.
41%. Now, she
41%.
said she's got backers that are from Blizzard, so she's assuming that she's gonna make it to gold, but we don't want to do that, right? Like
Yeah.
we want to make sure she's gonna get there. I am actually gonna do some streams, I think next week, to try to raise money for her, um, so that we can get this up and running. So I don't know when that's going to be. I'm actually waiting for her to get an overlay that they want me to use and get with Lycan to figure out when he's going to when he's going to stream and when he's not, because then I'll stream it.
Awesome.
Right? So, yep. So there's that.
I also do want to say, just in the whole backing and stuff like that, congratulations to you, for hitting your 24-hour stream goal.
Dude. Oh, man.
I know that was a lot, and I'm proud of everybody that came and helped. And
you helped me. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone that did. Some people dropped a lot of money on there. We raised like 1,025 out of our second stretch goal of $1,000. And Carrie is actually just getting to 500, so I think actually I might beat her.
Nice.
The walk is on June 18th or something like that. So we only have like about 3 weeks left.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks.
What do you win if you win?
I don't know.
Okay.
We never talked about it.
Oh, okay. Well, yay.
Hey, just bragging rights.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be back. Again. Next week?
Yep.
Maybe next week. Maybe 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, it's going to be rough, man.
It's going to be rough?
Next week. Every week. Every week we do this.
All right.
Even if it's only like a half an hour. We do it every week.
Yeah, we will be here next week. We will be here next week. I'll be here next week. I may try and get a guest host for next week, actually.
What?
Yeah, I've got somebody in mind, and just got to talk to him.
Who? You don't have to answer that right now.
I'll talk to you off stream.
It can be a surprise.
Yes, I will make it a surprise for you.
Sweet. Oh, don't make it a surprise for me. Make it a surprise for the people that listen. What the heck, man? I don't like surprises.
Yeah.
Not good.
Anyway, that's it for us this week. We'll be back 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's whatever weird time it is over in Stone's Land.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. That is Central? Eastern?
Eastern. Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Toronto, baby.
Toronto.
Oh, and go Sharks go.
Yeah.
Go Sharks go. Yes.
Yeah.
First time in the final. Yes. Sorry. It's hockey. It's hockey. Sports ball. Sports puck.
Sports buck?
Sport. Robber puck. Anyways.
Slapstick.
Slapstick.
Slapstick. Anyway,
Wrap it up.
I'm just gonna wait for you to mute yourself there, and we'll go and. Music for this podcast is brought to you by purpleplanetmusic.com. To find... I'm going to be redoing that. All right. Let's unmute yourself. I'll have to do that again in a second. Because you know what I also forgot? We forgot a big part of the ending of Stone. Where can we find you?
Oh. You don't need to. I'm fine with not saying that. I don't know. You can find me on Twitter at WowChallenges. So I do 3 podcasts. One is this one, the Rykter Scale. I do another one with my co-host Quaines. We do 2 actually, as Adventures in Azeroth, and another one is the WoW Challenges podcast. What's with that sound? Is that you making sound? You're making sound. Something.
Anyway, you can find me at Mr. Rhino. You can find my Twitch, where I go and broadcast a bunch of times during the week, at twitch.tv/Rykter, which is where you can also find the podcast live on Sundays at 7 p.m. If you'd like to follow the podcast itself when we're streaming and whatnot, you can follow us on Twitter at The Rykter Scale, facebook.com/The Rykter Scale, or email us if you have any questions, concerns, information, Rule 34 picks for Stone. You can email those to therykterscale@gmail.com, and our website is therykterscale.com. That's going to be it for us, for me, for you, for everyone around here. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you in a week. Now, the music was brought to you by purpleplanetmusic.com. For more bumper stingers like this one that's playing, we can find them at